afternoon and Jodanappa. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to be here first time. But again, in this a huge program. So I consider myself a lucky guy. So this huge premises is located here in ward number 15. But sorry to say that I don't know that. And today is the first time I came here, and I was biting my tongue several times, simply because this is really a very, very huge premises as well as excellent place. So I would like to congratulate SN Institute of Technology and Management for bringing such a important courses here from the British Birmingham College of University. It is really a coincidence that I came here first time, but my younger brother, Sanulal Mahajan, he did his PhD from Birmingham University on conflict management almost 4 years back. So it's really a coincidence. And I'm very glad to be here now. So I would like to congratulate all of you for launching these courses here. So I believe no one has to go to England in order to obtain these degrees from England. So I'm quite sure that the program that you are going to launch will be successful. And as the MC has said few words on the work that the Lalliput Metropolitan City is doing under my leadership, these are small, tiny things we are doing, not big things. But you see, it's very, very difficult to spend the government money. There are so many hooks that almost not allow you to do on time. Just take an example. I did a collaboration with Kulman Gising sir, Nepal Electricity Authority CEO, in order to install the smart street lights. But it was really a big job, very difficult job. And the first tender we published, that didn't work because the bidders were not acceptable to him because they are crooks. Then he asked me, Mr. Mayor, if I suggest you to cancel this, do you mind? Then I said no, because you are the expert. I know nothing. Then, taking my permission, he just canceled it. Then the second bid notice came. But again, whenever the tender was open, then again he said, Mr. Mayor, I'm not satisfied with the bidders. Then I said, okay, so why don't you cancel it? But once we canceled those two bids, then one complete fiscal year gone. So that was a mess. Then he suggested me, Mr. Mayor, why don't you invite the local agents of those international companies for tea, like Philips, Crompton, Fujita, so on and so forth. Then I said, okay, I will do that. Then I invited their local agents to have a cup of tea in my chamber, and almost 10 of them came, and all assured that, okay, Mr. Mayor, we are going to participate in the tender. But indeed, they did. That's one guy among the participants. Crompton came, and luckily, that company is quite good. And he got the job. So we completed the first phase of the smart street lights in Lalliput Metropolitan City. So we have completed 4 routes from Bagmati Bridge to Saddapato, and then up to Guarco, then Patan Darbar Square, and then Ring Road. So that project has been accomplished. Then I thought, okay, so why not we do second one? Because we are now a little bit experienced. So again we announced the second phase. In that case, of course, the tenders were good. So in the near future, we are going to award the second phase tender as well. So in that case, that will cover a wide range of the routes of Lalitpur metropolitan city. But as you know, the Ring Road, it has been opened, say some 9 months before, 10 months before. But there were accidents, casualties, so many casualties, you see. At Kusinti, there were 13 casualties. At Dovikat, 23 casualties. All of those were happened during night time. So I thought, okay, this is because no traffic, no street lights. So I approached Nepal government and I said that, Nepal government, you didn't spend even 1 rupee for this rehabilitation of the Ring Road because it's done by Chinese government. So why don't you invest the capital investment for the smart street lights, and we will pay the monthly use charges. Then Nepal government finally agreed and said that, okay, Mr. Mayor, we are going to contribute 40% and you take 60%. Out of 60%, we give you 30 million rupees. Then I gladly accepted. Then MOU has been signed. So the DPR is going on now. In the future, I anticipate the Ring Road, Lalitpur section, not Kathmandu section, which comprises 7.9 kilometers. So we are going to illuminate with smart street lights in Ring Road very soon. That is one good news. The next thing is, as she said, we have constructed 32.5 kilometers of bicycle lane. But once we did that, the roads department was quite desperate with me because roads department didn't like it. Said that, hey, Mr. Mayor, why did you do that without taking our permission? Then I said, okay, if I need to take permission from you in order to make cycle lanes, then I'm going to remove the smart street lights and you take care of smart street lights as well. And in the meantime, the greeneries that we did may be taken out. Then finally, the roads department agreed, but yet they are not satisfied totally. And in the meantime, now this year, we are going to put bicycle lane on the Ring Road as well. So the 7.9 kilometer on one side, 7.9 kilometer on the other side, total comes 15.8 kilometer. So we are going to install the bicycle lanes as well. So I have tons of things to be told, but I'm not going to tell you all of those because I'm here just to congratulate Dr. Rathi or the A.I.T.O. for launching this rather important courses in this college. So finally, I would like to thank you once again for inviting me, and I would like to congratulate all of you for having these wonderful courses in Nepal. Thank you so much.
Myself, I feel very, very lucky to live here in one of the most managed cities in Nepal. So thank you so much for all the initiators. 2018. Let us join our hands together to welcome Her Excellency on stage.
Thank you very much. It's a huge pleasure to be here with you all this evening. This is perhaps the first of these events I've had the privilege to join in over a year, so it's really great to be able to be here with you all for this inauguration. I first of all want to congratulate the team at AITM College, as well as Birmingham City University, on the success of the launch of this programme. I'm delighted that these two programmes are now being offered by A.I.06 and to be here with you at the launch. It's wonderful to see Nepali colleges able to provide the world-class degrees offered by British universities, and in two fields in which a global perspective and international experience is so important. Information communication technology is the fastest growing sector in the world, and there are huge opportunities for graduates in this area. We've seen the Nepali tech sector start to grow exponentially in recent years, and I'm certain that your graduates will add to that growth. As Professor Mata has said, education and learning is so important, both for individuals and for Nepal's development towards middle income and beyond. If you're a student, it's been a really tough period, whatever level you're studying at. I worry about the loss of learning, particularly for those people less able to study online, or for those who've had to fight for their education at every stage. The UK government is a strong supporter of education at every level. We support girls' education interventions in Nepal that have helped thousands of girls access education and stay in school longer. We also have skills programmes aimed at improving employment opportunities for those who have left school. And it's not just the British Embassy working in this area. The British Council also contributes to enhancing access, relevance and quality of vocational education. The Council also supports Nepali students seeking to study in the UK by running exams for them and other services. The British government is constantly looking for new ways to increase access to British education. And I'm proud that UK degrees are among the most favoured for transnational education, where Nepali students study in Nepal to receive international education. Thanks to colleges like A.I.06, British universities like Birmingham City are able to find new opportunities to spread the benefits of a British higher education. We've had some success in this area, and I'm sure we'll see more. From less than 3,000 students in 2014, there are now almost 7,200 Nepali students studying in Nepal towards UK degrees. A clear sign of how popular UK education and degrees are in Nepal. It's a pleasure to see the Birmingham City University programmes added to the growing list of UK degrees on offer here. International affiliations like this will provide students with the opportunity to study world-class programmes and obtain an internationally recognised degree in Nepal itself. Higher education for foreign students is not cheap, so international affiliations allow Nepali students to earn UK degrees at better value and with the ease of not having to move away from home. The UK has a global reputation for education, characterised, I think, by excellence and quality. Rigorous scrutiny and evaluation of British courses drive up their quality and integrity, which means UK universities produce alumni with globally acknowledged qualifications. Our degree courses equip students with highly marketable qualifications which are recognised by employers across the world for creating employment-ready graduates. We also know that students applying to colleges for graduate programmes are looking for quality education that will improve their chances of employment. The variety of different courses on offer from Nepali and international universities is an important part of giving students that choice and creating competition that will improve quality. Choice for students is also important. And while the Honourable Mayor is right that students no longer need to go to the UK, we are also marketing the opportunity to study in the UK. More Nepali students are now opting to study in the UK, and since the introduction of our new graduate route last year, even more so are taking up that opportunity. The graduate route provides an opportunity for international students who've been awarded their degree to stay on in the UK and work at any skill level for 2 years or 3 years for doctoral students. We also offer Nepali students who might not otherwise have the chance the opportunity to pursue their postgraduate studies at universities in the UK through our Achieving Scholarship scheme. This year, 17 Nepali students will benefit from this programme and go on to study at master's level in the UK. But it's not just education and employment prospects which these partnerships offer students. The UK and Nepal have people-to-people links dating back for centuries. I hope that studying as part of a programme from a British university will fill your students with curiosity and interest to understand more about the UK, its history, its culture, and our long ties with Nepal. I hope that in future, when international travel eases, many of your students will go on to visit the UK or to work there themselves. Congratulations again to the Asian Institute of Technology and Management on the launch of the BSc in Information Communication Technology and the MBA programme. Congratulations also to your students who will be able to take advantage of the courses that are now offering a global mindset and that will equip them with the soft skills required to enter upon graduation. Thank you again for the invitation to speak at this celebratory occasion. Vinayak.
Thank you, Your Excellency. With that, our ceremony is on full gear.
Birmingham City University programs at AITM. At the outset, I take this opportunity to welcome Excellency Nicola Pollitt, British Ambassador to Nepal, for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest for the program. Madam, your kind office has always been extremely supportive of Nepal-UK relations. Thank you very much, Madam, for accepting the invitation. I also take this opportunity to thank Mayor of City of Lalitpur, our guardian, Chiri Babu Mahajanji, for accepting the invitation to attend today's inauguration program as a special invitee. Thank you so much, sir, for making yourself available. I would also like to welcome Subhas Thapaji. He has spread over 16 ropanis of land, built over 145,000 square feet. At a time, we can house 3,000 students. And if we run multiple shifts, we can easily accommodate 6,000 to 8,000 students in this campus. Today's event is extremely important as we launch Birmingham City University programs at AITM College. Birmingham City University, being one of the highly ranked universities in UK, is definitely going to contribute to the education sector in Nepal by offering world-class programs.
Mayor Chiribab Maharjan for also taking time, and all of you who have taken time. You know, we are passing through very difficult times, as you all know. So anything that of this nature, which enlightens the spirits, is most welcome. We've been offering international programs from the very beginning, even before we came to AITM. Before this place was not AITM, it was known as the White House Education Network. So in 2010, and soon after we became owners of this property, we changed the name to AITM after that. So in fact, if you were to call me a founder chairman of this premises, no, I am not. But as AITM, since AITM was established, from that time I became the chairman. I believe that AITM, if the door opens, AITM could be a very good candidate for that. We're hoping that will happen. And so I'm appealing to Honorable Mayor of Lalitpur Metropolitan City that this concept of Sagramata, you know, if he doesn't like the word Sagramata, he prefers something nearer and closer to home. Barton University, Lalitpur University, why not? We would be more than happy to work with you, Honorable Mayor, to make this dream come true. Not only for us, not to please our ego, I think to serve the young people of Nepal. Over the last, I've done an analysis, over the last 10 years, the number of people, the young and some of the best and brightest young people have gone abroad to study. whether you talk of the States or UK or Australia, European countries. Now, over the last 10 years, I've seen a marked increase in students going to China, Japan, Korea as well. Hundreds of people. And look at India. How many people go there? 40, 50,000 people go to India. Now we've had credible choices, international programs offered in Nepal itself. Then the students will have choice to stay with. I'm not saying they will all stay here, no. In spite of having many international programs, international or national good private universities, people are still going to go out abroad in the search of El Dorado. But if we have choices, at least they will make a choice, informed choice. Because the people who go abroad, many of them are never going to come back to Nepal. And our bureaucrats and policymakers do not realize this. People are selling their ancestral property to go abroad to stay. And so we really like to appeal through our mayor that there should be strict norms and deserving institutions should be deemed to be university status, which means that that university cannot affiliate any other college, but it can award its own degree. And in the COVID times, it has become very important that we have to design new programs to cater to the changing needs of the students. I don't think public universities have that inbuilt flexibility. Honorable Mayor already explained what sort of problem we face in the bureaucracy. I think private university can fit that bill. So we hope that the dream of establishing a private deemed to be university will happen sometime in the future. So I'm now looking at the time. I think 5:10 was the time given to me. I've taken a couple of more minutes.
Thank you.
This historic day is made special by presence of Her Excellency Ms. Nicola Pollitt, British Ambassador to Nepal. Thank you so much, ma'am. Your Excellency, for gracing the occasion as our chief guest. We are so honored and encouraged by your presence. The zeal and enthusiasm of the environment has been made possible by your sheer presence, ma'am. We extend our heartfelt thanks to Shri Chiribabu Maharanju, Mayor of the city of Lalitpur, for his gracious presence being our special guest today in our program. Your presence gives us support and encouragement as policymakers and lawmakers of your rapport can definitely extend the support for the development of the education society as a whole in Nepal. It means a lot to us, sir. Despite your busy schedule, both your presence is befitting as we secure this coveted partnership. With this partnership at AITM, the global student with local values, the students, scholars and academicians of both the countries will be able to exchange and co-create innovative ideas. BCU, being one of the highly ranked universities in UK, is definitely going to raise the bar of education sector in Nepal with its world-class programs.
Bazu Mayor. Subaya. Thank you, sir.